Good afternoon, guys. Hope you're all well. So this is a new gadget video. We've done a couple of the original Dash gadget, but this is the new Dash gadget that we're starting to buy in. Got a few bells and whistles, plus it's got some funky lights on it too. So let me put the key in and on. It's wired into the ignition, and you'll see it do a little boot up and go through its little settings and boot up sequence. Now we are in the workshop, which means that it's automatically gone into light or dark mode because of the fact that the light levels in here are slightly lower for the light sensor. So if I was to put my hand over here, normally this display would be this brightness, but it's not then reverting back to day mode because of the ambient light. It doesn't matter, hopefully the camera can pick it up. Now this particular Dash gadget has got a few crazy features. So apart from the usual bits and pieces, which we'll run through in a minute, I'm going to run through now some of the light features. Some of you would be interested in this, others maybe not so much, but either way. Now at the moment we're on setting 0, and that means there are no LEDs lit up. And if you're thinking, well, what are you on about? Well, I'm about to show you. So if I press the button once, we now have a little light bar lit up at the bottom of the Dash gadget. And again, some of you are going to go, yeah, that's really cool. I really want that in there. And this is what we call rainbow lights, and they just stay on the rainbow lights. They don't alternate from colors. They just stay on the rainbow section, which is quite cool as well. If I then, let's say, well, as you can see, hopefully the camera's picking it up, but it's just alternating. It's like a slow fade from the colours, because at the moment we're on blue, it's going to purple, and then pink, red and orange, and it's going through. So that's quite a nice feature. If I press it again, changes to number 2. And then what you're going to get from number 2 is you're then going to get what they call a scroll, and it'll just scroll through the RGB colours. So it won't fade as such, but it just scrolls through, which is again up to you. If you know, it's a nice feature. And then if you go to number 3, 3 to 9 is now your solid colours. So 3 is red, 4 is your amber, 5 is a very light blue, almost white. 6 I've just run through is like a greeny colour. 7 is an aquamarine or a blue. It's probably a light blue. 8 is a dark blue. Last one, 9, is a pinky colour. And then once you get through to 10, you've then got what we call a single colour fade. So we're on 10 at the moment, and that just goes to its single colour, but it just lights up, gets brighter, and then fades off. So we'll just scroll through that. So that's 11, an amber, and 12, white, 13 is a green, 14 is a blue, 15, let's wait for that light up again, is a darker blue, and 16 is your pink. Then from 17 onwards, we've got a single colour. Now, those of you that are old enough, which I'm sure you are as motorhome owners, we've got like a Knight Rider type setup. And again, this, whatever floats your boat, really. You've got the Knight Rider sequence, and that goes through, they call it a pulse, but I've called it Knight Rider just for bring back some memories. And 17 to 23. So we've got 18, and 19, 20, 21, 22, and then it ends up on the pink. And then we've got the last one, which is setting 24, and this is a speed light. Now we assume that it's on green, and when you drive faster it does something. I'm not sure, but it's on the fact that we're doing 0 miles an hour at the moment, but we can always do a secondary video to show you on there. Now when you initially set this device up, you set it up for either kilometers an hour, and that's meters and centigrade or Celsius, or you set it up for miles an hour, feet and Fahrenheit. So we've got at the moment 0 miles an hour, set it up to feet and also Fahrenheit. So where the little battery voltage is just below my finger, it'll show you that the outside or temperature is 61.7 inside the motorhome, and then battery voltage is 11.2. But what we do is we'll quickly run through some of the basic features on here, and that's on the right, your traditional compass that we have on our usual Dash Gadget, the more basic of edition. You've got your feet or meters above sea level, and this one you've got your northwest, you've got your coordinates here. So if you wanted to know your exact coordinates of where you are, that's quite a cool feature, because actually you can save stuff like this in your sat nav and use those to enter coordinates, and I know a lot of you do. Then you've got your pitch and roll. Your pitch and roll gives you your figures in digits at the top there as well, and it doesn't matter what surface this is fitted on, you can then reset it, so not a big problem. On the left hand side you've got your days of the week, so it's already picked up date and time through the compass, so it knows that it's on Friday and lit up. Then you've got your date and time. A bugbear for me is that I don't like date formats that you can't change. So it says 2024, 12th of the 6th. Well, it's not. It's the 6th of the 12th, but that's just a date format that we get used to on many, many things. And then there's your time over here. It's 5:20 in the evening. Can't do 24-hour clock. It just does single-hour clock, so that's fine. Now, obviously, as always, we are inside at the build at the moment, so GPS is not as accurate as you would be, but it's saying that we're doing 0 miles an hour or 1-2 just because it's fluctuating. It's not picking up on its usual 5-6 satellites because we are in a tin-clad building. Now, the other new feature we've got on here is the barometer. So the barometer is now currently 1005, which is a new feature on the other device. It doesn't support that. And then, of course, you have got your voltage, which is 11.2 at the moment. That's not necessarily accurate. And we found that the original Dash Gadget is also not accurate, because if it was 11.2, this vehicle wouldn't be able to start, and that wouldn't be very fun. But then also we've got our Fahrenheit. A couple of other features that you've got in there, there's a fatigue warning, so after 4 hours of driving you'll get a little icon up here that says, look, take a break, you've been driving solidly for 4 hours. And there's also a speed setting, so if I press and hold the volume button down, the speed setting will change to all of these different miles an hour. Well, I have set my motorhome to give me a speed warning at 190 miles an hour, which is ridiculous because obviously this motorhome won't do that. So let's just press and hold again. And so that I don't have this thing going off at 60 miles an hour or 70 miles an hour, I've set it then to 90, which means that will never annoy me, but it's not something I really want to use. So let's just go through the settings again here. We're on 0 and we set it to 1. 1 is your rainbow scrolling of the colours, which is quite cool. This is just the Dash Gadget Mark II. For those of you that want the extra few features, like the coordinates, like the barometer, and like the LED lights, then get in touch with us. We can supply and fit this for you, or supply only. It is a hardwired device, so you will have to make provisions for the cigarette lighter plug rather than having it trailing down the dashboard. You can cut that off, but get in touch with us, because recently we had a customer that just cut through the wire and then sort of called us up and said, I've got loads of wires, what do I do? We have got a GPS antenna that's hidden behind the scenes as well. But please do get in touch with us. These are on their way over from the Far East at the moment. This was our sample one that's now fitted in our resident motorhome. So if you're interested in this, get in touch, drop us a line, contact form, and then soon this product will be on the website for January 2025. And then also the pricing for this will be revealed. It won't be too much more than the existing one that we've got on our website. Website links in the bio. If you've got any questions, let us know, get in touch. And this is the new LED Dash Gadget number 2. Thank you for watching.